Hello friends, welcome to the fourth lecture in lecture series on skill or typing test for SSC CHSL exam presented by W. So in this lecture, we'll talk about the best strategy to crack this exam. That is, we'll look at how to learn typing, how to practice typing and other things. So in the last lecture, we have looked at most common doubts, we have taken many questions and we have answered them all. Now let's get into this lecture. First we'll look at how to learn typing. So few of you think that you should master typing in order to crack this exam, but it is not the case. A professional typist speed is around 80 words per minute, but SSC CHSL exam requires you to have a speed of around 27 to 35 words per minute. So SSC just expects you to learn typing with a decent speed but not master typing. Okay, so try to have a decent typing speed. For this also you need to practice a lot, but do not have the opinion that you need to master typing to crack this exam. Alright, now how do you learn typing? See, there are many softwares, tools and websites for you to learn typing. However, we have researched on them all and we found two websites or softwares to be very appropriate. The first thing is indiatyping.com, where you will have both Hindi and English typing practice and also online and offline version. The next thing is Typing Master. This is a very famous software for English typing. So follow any of these two softwares. Both are actually really good. So both actually have a lot of modules where they'll take you step by step onto all the basics of typing. The next thing is keyboard. See, keyboard is the most important tool for your typing test preparation. Generally, SSC provides only standard keyboards. So for your preparation or for your practice as well, use only standard keyboards of good quality. They should be similar to what they provide you in the exam. Again, in market there are many keyboards available, but again, to make your life easier, we have done our research and we have shortlisted few keyboards which are best selling and are also standard qualities. These are the 4 keyboards which you have shortlisted. So you can get them from any of your stores, or you can also buy online in Amazon. We have provided links for all these 4 keyboards in the description. You can click on the link and order it. You will get it home delivered. Okay. Now let's look at how to practice typing. See, we believe that if you have real exam type and level of good practice sets and you have real exam atmosphere, that is your perfect practice conditions. So how do you achieve it? First, obviously you should have good practice sets which are of real exam type and level. And next, you should create this real exam atmosphere. How do you create? First is software. Which softwares to use? So in real exam, mistakes are not underlined. Remember this. And also the words which you are typing won't be highlighted. Okay. So use generally WordPad or Notepad for typing and not MS Word, because MS Word generally autocorrects words and also it highlights the mistakes, which is not in real exam. So use MS Word only for correcting, but use WordPad and Notepad for typing. Next is the practice set. So generally take a printout of the practice set and look at it and type on the computer. This is what happens in real exam, right? As we have seen in the first lecture. So follow this procedure to get that real exam atmosphere. Next is keyboard. As we have seen in the last slide, use only a standard keyboard. So follow all these things while practicing, as it will make your practice sessions more efficient. Okay. Next, we'll see a small demo on how to practice in WordPad. First, take a good practice set. So this is the practice set which we have taken from the ebook, which you can get in the last lecture, and open the WordPad and set a timer for 10 minutes. This is very important, as this practice set is for 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Next, take all these practice sets very seriously and stop the test immediately after 10 minutes without taking any extra time. Okay. And also take a printout, as we have told in the last slide. Take a printout, as it will make your practice sessions more efficient like in real test. Now start typing in the WordPad. So once you type all this, if you have any extra time remaining, suppose you complete this in exactly 8 minutes, you can use the remaining 2 minutes in identifying the mistakes and correcting them. Remember, even in exam, if you finish your exam earlier, use that extra time for correcting the mistakes. Okay. So use that extra time for checking and correcting the mistakes. So once you are done with that 10 minutes, now copy this entire text and paste it in MS Word like this. So MS Word will automatically highlight few of the mistakes in red and green. Red means spelling and green means grammatical errors. Those you can directly highlight. And remaining things, go line by line, check if you have done any mistakes and highlight if you find any. Okay. So by doing this exercise many times, you will be able to identify mistakes very quickly even in your real exam, which will obviously help, right? Now once you have highlighted all the mistakes, now calculate the total error. I hope you know how to find total error. If not, go and check our second lecture. We have done it detailedly. Now once you calculate the total error, now you have to calculate error percentage using the formula which we have told in the previous lecture. Or you can also go to our website. We have made a ready-made calculator where you can just type in the total error. It will give you error percentage, right? So you can use any of this. So this is how you should do your practice to have an efficient practice session. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's look at few tips while taking practice tests. The first thing is always count even half mistakes as full mistakes and try to keep the error percentage at least 2 points below the cutoff. So if your cutoff is 5%, then try to target for 3% and also even count half mistakes as full mistakes while practicing. This will keep you in a safer limit and you will be more confident if you achieve this. Next, keep a timer and stick to the time limit as we have seen before. Next, if you finish the test early, use the time to find and correct the errors as seen before, and it applies in the real exam as well. And this is very important as you know, it's not just the speed, accuracy is also equally important. So if you get very low accuracy, you will not be qualified. So be very careful, use your remaining time to correct the errors and improve your accuracy. Now few other tips to improve your speed and accuracy. The first thing is try not to look at keyboard much because this will save a lot of time. But also I should tell you that you need to practice a lot to type without looking at keyboard. It's not so easy. But even if you don't achieve this, don't be depressed, because even while looking at keyboard and type, you can still achieve the required speed for SSC CHSL exam. But this is just a tip. If you can inculcate this, this is very much helpful for good speed. Next, while chatting with your friends, try to chat in full length words or statements. So this will also help in your typing accuracy actually. So inculcate this habit as well. Okay. So this is all about this. And at last I would like to say that typing is easy. Anyone can learn it, but it doesn't mean that you can learn it overnight. So you can't learn typing in 1 day or 2 days. You need to have a lot of practice. It should be a continuous process. Do not think that you can do it in a day or few days. Okay. So this is all about how to learn typing, how to practice typing and all. So finally what we would like to say is the best strategy for typing is to give it enough time. So as we have seen before, you can't learn typing in one night. You have to practice. That is the best strategy we can tell you at last. Okay, so that's it for the best strategy. In the next lecture we'll look at a practice sets ebook. So thank you so much for being with me in this lecture, and if you like our efforts, please do like this video and please do share it with your friends so that your friends can also know about these videos, and please do subscribe so that you don't miss any updates on our new videos. Thank you so much and have a nice day.